I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I am here for Iyanla Fix My Life Season 9 Episode 5. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you return or you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. We have Bo and Shane. Bo was the father, Shane is the son, and they're trying to rebuild their relationship. Bo, in a drunken and high stupor 34 years ago, killed Shane's mother when Shane was 6 years old. So now Shane is dealing with not only losing his mom, but losing his father as well. He's torn between, you are my father and you're the only parent I have left, with you were the one who took my mom away from me, and your actions caused you to be out of my life as well. And he's dealing with anger issues, dealing with all those things. So it's Bo, Shane, a cousin, a auntie, and someone else. We didn't really hear too much from them, but it's like Tanea is the cousin. She called because she just wants the family to get back together, get things off your chest so we can move on as a family. Because Bo and Shane, they had no relationship because Bo was, in prison for, I forgot how many years they said, for killing Daisy, which was Shane's mom. So he's, trying to deal with things. And at 6 years old, when his mom was killed, he couldn't even go to the funeral. He just could not take seeing his mother, being buried, and the whole funeral, none of that. And I'm pretty sure like later on in life, he's wishing he had been there. But as a 6-year-old child, he just couldn't take seeing that. Yeah, I don't do well at funerals as well. And I am almost 34 years old. But anyways, yes, almost 34. I had to think about that for a second. But anyways, so when he comes into the room, he sees the casket and immediately breaks down. Like, the tears are everywhere. He's almost hyperventilating. Like, he's experiencing all the emotions of the funeral, and we don't even have a body in here. It's like all that just hit him at once. And he's finally, grieving. Well, not finally grieving, but, being able to express how he was feeling if he had been at his mother's funeral, if that makes sense to you guys. So Tanea, she called the show because she wants the family back on track. Bo is her grandfather and Shane is her uncle. They didn't go into any more like, did Bo have children elsewhere, and that's how, it's like that, or was it, her grandmother that was killed, which is Shane's mom. They didn't really go into that, but I guess it really doesn't matter. She just wants the family back together. She heard stories about Bo, how he used to be back in the day, and he had an anger issue, and you didn't want to cross him, but she's never experienced that side of him. And she just asked questions. Okay, why was you on drugs, this, that, the third? People like, how you know that? Well, she asked. If you want to know, if you want to know something, you gotta ask. They're either gonna tell you the truth or lie. But Bo had problems with drugs and alcohol, to the point where he was blacking out. He was having these violent outbursts, and this is where we see it leads to. And some of the traits Bo had, she has as well. She was drinking excessively, probably to the point where she was blacking out. And alcoholism runs in her family, so there's a good chance that she was going to have that trait as well. Bo, his alcohol, which I guess I'll get to that in a minute, but she's not only wanting Bo and Shane to mend their relationship, she needs help for herself, because she has a child, and she's slowed down so much, or either stopped with her drinking. But before she got pregnant, she was drinking excessively, probably passing out, was probably angry, because people either they are angry drunk and got super muscles, or they're crying drunk. And it seems like this family, when alcohol gets involved, anger ensues. Bo says that he was addicted to alcohol, cocaine, and heroin, and he was abusive to Daisy, which was Shane's mom. And he would try to justify, well, she put her hands on me, so she pushed me, so I slapped her back. He also says that growing up, he didn't see, that wasn't a norm. It wasn't, when his mom wasn't getting beat by the daddy growing up. He never seen anything like that, but was like, I'm not saying that you have to see that in order to do that, because you could just be, out here just being violent for no reason. You don't have to be raised in the house as such to see such things. He said he went to Daisy's house. He was drunk and high looking for sex. And he doesn't even remember pulling the trigger. He just knew that, he does know that he was drunk out of his mind. He was high out of his mind. Now, I don't know the effects that cocaine and heroin together plus alcohol. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you really messed up. I know that much. You can't be, first of all, you shouldn't be doing no cocaine or no heroin. We just gonna start that off right there. You shouldn't be doing that, period, let alone mix it in and then throwing some alcohol in it. He was completely out of his mind when he went over there. He went over there for a sole purpose of sex, but it's either his mind just don't want him to remember what's going on, because he wants to live in that guilt that he has for doing such. And we find out that even though he didn't see, his father being abusive to women, the daddy was abusive nonetheless. And Bo, to escape, he started doing drugs and alcohol at age 15 to, I guess, just escape the abuse that he had to his father. Now, he misspoken when he said he didn't see abuse to a woman, because the sister was getting abused. Daddy was beating them with sticks, belt buckles, and even was shooting at them. And that wanting to escape, get his mind off of that, start doing drugs and alcohol, and that eventually led him to being so high and so drunk that he ended up taking Daisy's life. And we find out that not only was Bo's father abusive, but Bo's grandfather was abusive. It's a generational violence. This person was abused, took it out on their kids, took it out on their kids, took it out on their kids, to where we get to Bo, and Bo's so high and drunk that he's killed somebody. Like I said, a generational violence. Shane is dealing with the anger and rage of his father killing his mother and then losing his father to the prison system. He still is in this mind of, if I forgive my father, that's it's okay that he killed him. It's not okay. You are forgiving him to get that off of your chest, because living with that anger and that, resentment, it will wear you down. And this is what's happening to Shane. All he needed was from Bo, I apologize for taking your mother's life. If I could take it back, I would trade places with her in a heartbeat. It was Shane who found his mother on the floor. They were asleep. He heard a knock at the door, and then he saw 3 sparks, and he waited a minute and seen his mother dead on the floor. So at 6 years old, having to see his mother dead and then finding out that it was his father that did it, like I said, the generational violence just passed down, and hopefully it'll stop with them too. Hopefully Bo is getting the help he needs with his drug and alcohol. Hopefully Tanea get the help she needs with her drug and alcohol, and they can do some more counseling, because they've gotten to the root of the issue. Is violence just runs in the family. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That's just what's going on with them. So that was basically the gist that went on. Before to now, I want to thank everybody who is, coming to my, channel. I can't even talk right now, y'all. Okay. That was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning and you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Tell your peoples to tell their peoples to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.